are loud, sorry. Yeah, we have puppies, but we don't eat them. What else? Share with you on how we feed 5 people for only $200 a month. Some people say that's impossible, you must be starving, and I'm like, do I look like I'm starving? You know, I look like I eat more than I should. Yeah, but that's a different story. So the first way of how we save money on food is we have a garden and we have fruit trees and we have chickens that give us meat and eggs, and you know, I also preserve a lot of our produce from our garden and backyard by dehydrating and freezing. So this stuff is not only in the summertime. I still have that in the freezer, and I have some dehydrated vegetables that I still use even now, though it's February already. So we get a lot from our backyard. Also, I shop for deals and bottom prices and use coupons. You probably seen my haul video where I got food with coupons and it ended up being all free. Well, the thing is, you only seen one, and I have those a lot. Also, I stock up on food. When I see a good deal that's like really cheap, I get as much as we can use within the expiration date that it says on that food. When you buy something that's, you know, that's gonna last you a long time because you're buying a lot, check the expiration date. It might, usually when they put stuff on clearance, it might be like almost at the expiration date. So because some of the things are okay past the expiration date, like pasta or cereal, for some period of time, and some of the things can be frozen, and this way you can prolong the expiration date and use it for longer, so you don't have to use it within like the same day you buy it. Another thing how I stretch our food budget is I meal plan, but I don't like meal plan like most people do. They just write their kind of meals they want to eat and then go and buy all the ingredients for it. No, I don't do that. That's like a lot of money to me. How I do it, I look in my pantry and see what meals can I make from the stuff I have, or like the stuff that's gonna be expired soon, I pull it out and I try to make a meal from the stuff that's gonna expire next week, so I better use it today because I stock up and I bought too much. So I prevent and make sure nothing expires too. And I cook like once every 2-3 days, or once every 4 days, depends how much food I cook. So I cook maybe 3-4 different meals, and we just eat the same thing for 3-4 days. But it's not really the same thing because I make it 2-3-4 different things, so everybody can choose whatever they like better, and this way we finish it up within 3-4 days, or sometimes 2 days, depends, and nothing gets wasted. When I'm making some kind of meal and then I don't have all the ingredients, I might be missing 1 or 2, sometimes I just make it without or substitute it with something else. And sometimes recipe would say like you use this much of that and use this much of the different ingredient. You know, if one ingredient is like $3 a pound and another ingredient is 50 cents a pound, I just use less of the expensive ingredient and more of the cheap ingredient, you know, and you can still make a decent meal that, you know, and most of the time nobody even notices the difference. I also cook from scratch, you know, like buying flour and sugar and basic ingredients is way cheaper than buying something like that's already pre-cooked, pre-shredded, or pre-chopped for you. Like raw meat is way cheaper than roasted chicken, you know. So I just try to cook from scratch, unless I get something with coupon. Like I get a lot of cake mix for free, so I don't make that many cakes, but I use that cake mix to make pancakes too. So limit the amount of how much we buy pre-made of snacks and drinks and other ready-to-eat stuff like chips or sodas. Like we buy chips like once in a while, only sometimes, for the kids as a reward for something, or like soda we usually buy it if it's somebody's birthday or a holiday. Okay, we also don't waste any food, so I'm always checking to make sure that everything is organized and nothing gets expired. So, because wasting food is like throwing your money away. And so I check the expiration date on the items that I have, and some items can be used a little bit longer than the expiration date is, and you can find on the internet a lot of sites where they show how long each kind of food can be used after the expiration date. If you happen to eat out, this is also included in our food budget, so we don't eat out very often. And if my husband would buy lunch sometimes when he works, and like if he didn't bring enough food with him or something, he's gonna have to bring a receipt to me so I could include it in our food budget, or just tell me how much it was so I could write it down. Our toiletries, shampoos, even toilet paper, things like plastic bags, they're also included in our food budget. Please tell me in your comments below how you guys save money on food. Maybe there are some more tips that everybody can learn. And if you like these videos, please subscribe and have a nice day.